So how do you handle criticism? Be sure to follow me if you want more content like this. So there are three different types of criticism. Self-criticism is that crazy voice inside your head. Negative criticism, where the literal goal is to just bring you down, make you feel like crap. And then constructive. Not all criticism is created equal. Your self-criticism and your inner voice can be changed if you have a very negative one that's constantly bringing you down. This often stems from our childhood or some of the things we've been through, maybe our teachers. With constructive criticism, this is more likely to come from your boss, your family member, your friends, someone who at least cares about you or has a genuine interest in having you improve. This can be hard to take sometimes when someone's telling us that we're not doing a very good job. And I feel like a great answer for this is thanks, I'll think about what you said. Sometimes it's people's opinion and it doesn't have any relevance, but other times they could be providing us like a treasure trove of things we can work on. And this is a gift, not something we should be upset about. If we take it personal, then people may be less likely to open up to us. And that gives us less opportunities to improve ourselves because self-awareness can be really difficult sometimes. And then negative criticism. Sometimes it can be a little constructive. People will say the nastiest things to you, but it actually carries some relevance. They say that if you get offended by things, there might be some truth to it. Well, I don't always agree with that. I think it does count sometimes. If someone came up and told me I have ugly green hair, I don't have green hair, so not offensive. But if someone said your brown purple hair is super ugly, at that point it might start to offend me. I'll never forget the day I was at work. I had this coworker who was part of an MLM and she was trying to sell us some products, but she hadn't brought that part up yet. And she was asking me about like my dietary choices. And I told her I eat low carb, that was my goal of losing weight. This was actually when I was over 40 pounds heavier than I am right now. I was over 200 pounds. And after I finished telling her this, she's like, "It's clearly not working for you." All my coworkers gasped. Like, it was so rotten and out of place. And I just kind of brushed it off and I'm like, well, I just started, so it's gonna take some time. But I didn't let her comment get to me. And when you don't let these negative criticisms get to you, it kind of ruins the fun for the person insulting you. Because they want you to go cry, they want you to get upset, because that makes them happy, because they're genuinely going out of their way to hurt you. These people usually don't have much better to do with their lives to do something like that. But the best way to address it is to try not to show any emotion and then show it later, maybe by yourself or with people that you trust and care about. And another way of not getting really offended by the negative criticism is don't take it personal. Realize that what they said is more telling of their character rather than yours. So Karma ended up getting that girl back pretty good. I ended up losing like 30, 40 pounds and I hadn't seen her in a while. She like moved to a different department and I had ran into her right before she quit the job and I had lost this weight and I looked great compared to what I did. And the look on her face, oh, one of the best moments ever. Oh, and I forgot self-criticism. So the best way is to change your inner voice. And you can't control that first thought that comes into your head like, oh my gosh, you're so stupid. But you can control the second one. You could be like, no, I'm not stupid. I tried the best that I can. I'm going to try again. It's about practicing self-compassion with yourself. What would you say to your best friend or a close family member if they came up to you and they're like, oh, I'm so stupid because I made this mistake? You would probably do what you could to make them feel better and tell them, you're not stupid, everyone makes this mistake. So you kind of need to have that same mindset, but with yourself. So you can kind of boost your self-esteem and change that inner voice. And overall and over time, your voice will change and negative stuff will stop happening. Or Rob Dial said this one time, when you hear that negative voice, you could say, not now. Just every time it goes to say something negative, not now. Not now. And it will stop it and you're noticing it. A big thing about changing yourself is self-awareness. So that will give you that self-awareness so you can work on it even more.